At MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants.
Needed a new user. I got 2 open spots.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
If anybody want to join, let me know. This is the 2021 Giants, basically. Giants of today.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Draft picks.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago.
I play with my Giants no matter what. As you can see in my videos, I play with my Giants. I don't know when I started posting videos.
But let's not forget,
I've been playing with my Giants since
has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away.
No matter what they're reading,
and going in the other direction.
I just play with my Giants. That's my
Pro
team.
Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. That's complete to Slayton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Now Jones.
Good pick.
Intercepted.
Come on, Slayton. That was a horrible route, buddy.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play.
How to play, man.
And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ratings. Just know how to play, man. Get your guys a little better. Train them.
We're going to set. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, D. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 4 down.
Darnold.
It's I'm seeing the bullshit. I'm trying to get my guys
the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with him in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years, then sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. Darnold on 1st down. Herndon's got it complete.
Fumble, baby.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'm actually training that linebacker
on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Focus training him.
And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56 is the mic.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
That was nice, bro.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Nice. Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Get that one right there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Jones to throw from his end zone. And he finds Penny. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That first down carry for Barkley.
Come on, bro.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones.
Oh, my God. This release, man. Fucking 3-hour release.
Henry Anderson able to record his
take forever to let the ball go. Look at this shit. Oh, man. I had him, man. You just take forever to let the ball. Look at this release.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
I had him. Wide open. Touchdown. Just take a little. You take a little. Wow. To let that ball go a lot.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This one complete to Niles Paul. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Now Riley Dixon on. He did his collegiate kicking upstate at Syracuse. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
Come on, guys. You got them on playing some good defense. You got to execute. Execution. Ain't that what they always say in the NFL? Well, that's what my team always say when they lose. Oh, we always, we got
the Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Back to work, man. I got to get ready.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Wow.
First down at the 40-yard line. What's that? Mike 57.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing football.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Good shit. Bradbury.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first.
There.
This is third down.
Come on, man. Oh, my God, man.
A screen to Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Yes.
And this is off target to the left.
We got to score, guys.
Anyway.
We got to score.
It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On second down and 4, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 31, Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
90, Wolf. 57 to Mike. And let's pin the mirrors. Topper! Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Oh! Somebody get him!
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0.
That's how it is now. People can't take a loss in Madden, so that's why a lot of franchises.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
We're going to sign. 43 is the mic. You better bring it. You better.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Ebner. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. From the 16, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. That's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Bunch tight end plays. I found a couple of plays. It's kind of nice.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up.
It got his man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones.
Come on, baby, give me some
He's
time.
taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I I had to wait for him to go across.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Oh, my ball anyway.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead,
I shut out my last
set to
opponent,
receive this kick.
In my league. Like, in my league,
and this will be a touchback.
I play hard because if these guys win the Super Bowl, I got to pay them out of my pocket. So, of course, I'm going to play my best in my league, you know? I'll be playing the other leagues. Sometimes I'm practicing.
New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
You know, like right now,
run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
They got a fantasy.
Second and 10.
Fan of fantasy.
They'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Yeah, if I don't have another game after this, it's not working out.
This fielded at the 2. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I just hope like the same.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Fucking Jabril Peppers got 8.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
He was out of his reach.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold completes it, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Hayward. Look at me, zipper. Check the call, check the call.
Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
70, Indy.
On 2nd and a couple. Jones.
What a horrible
heavy
throw.
traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time. And what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Protein spill. Hey, exit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
You draw quarters.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? Here's Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd
Bradbury
down.
almost had another pick.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
Oh, let him go.
Here by Bell.
Let him go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From the 17.
Yo, he moved out of the way.
Crowder, it's a Jets touchdown.
Yo, that was defense.
Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
Times when I'm trying to pick my guys,
you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
I think I might have another game after this in that fantasy league. I don't really record those.
Set now to kick this one away,
I
and
can't
off
stand
it goes.
Like, everybody got 90-something speed.
This is taken at the 3.
Not real.
And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. I got used to comp now. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second, let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Topper! Hey, Alpha! Hey! Let's go!
To throw again on second down. Jones.
Damn.
And it's going to be intercepted at third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This is Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They begin with a run by Corral. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2-minute warner.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Darnold on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week. Now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a pickup of 4.
Nah, I don't play much. I can't stand much. It's like I don't like fantasy teams. I don't like 99 everything everywhere. Shit is not real. Franchise is all I do.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Can't stand that shit. Legendary players and all that. Nah.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
They retired.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there. First down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
X3, 218, Chopper. 54, Mike.
54. I can't believe they let you play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Got 129 yards.
at the 49-yard line.
Game, man. All right, guys.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put
that number of points.
All right, that's the end of the video. Come on, bro. Don't hit me up about no mutt, bro. I don't fuck with mutt.